Welcome everyone to our final week together in Biology 120. We are almost finished with this course. You've got just one last thing to do. So we're going to take a look at that. So this is the end of the course, and that is the end of a whale. Yeah, I so enjoyed my 3 trips in 2019 to see the whales. So much fun. If you get a chance, go do that. Okay, so last week we looked at ecosystems, and if you joined in on the discussion board, we talked about eutrophication, like the pollution in Lake Erie. This week is all about population ecology. Read chapter 45, at least skim through it. So a population is members of the same species that live together in a particular time and place. Now, the time can be a short period of time, one day. It can be a few minutes if you're talking about bacteria. It can be millennia. The geographical location, it can be inside a culture tube. It can be deer found on a farmer's acreage. It can be human beings all over the whole planet. You have to define your terms of geography and also time. And of course, which species you're studying. This week, we're going to take a look at the human population. And it's very interesting because we have hit the 8 billion people on this planet mark in November of this year. So before that, there were only 7 billion people on the planet. And what's more interesting to me than that is that when I was born, there were only 2 billion people on the planet, and now there are 8 billion. There are 4 times as many people on this planet as when the year that I was born. Is that not crazy? And can you imagine how many more resources all these people are taking up? So anyway, we're going to have some discussion about that. Read the Module 8 overview. I don't know where my cursor is. Read the Module 8 overview and watch the video on the human population. That is an amazing website. Watch the video. Listen to the heartbeat in there while you're watching that video. It is amazing. Take a look in Europe around the 1300s. Take a look at Europe and see what happened to the population then and try to figure out what happened. You will see some changes in the population of human beings on the planet over that time period. And of course, you can see how fast the human population is increasing at the end of the video. Your journal entry is all about exponential growth. Exponential growth is where the population multiplies exponentially. So, for example, with bacteria, you go from 2 cells to 4 to 8 to 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. You get it. That's exponential growth. Just on and on and on and on. Can any population sustain exponential growth? And of course, the answer to that is going to be no, because things run out, resources run out. Waste build up, all those sorts of things happen. So yeah, exponential growth cannot be sustained for long. You're going to take a look at the meaning of the map. What do those dots mean? What are the consequences of so many human beings being on this earth? Because we're going to reach the 9 billion mark by the year 2050, and that literally is right around the corner. So what is the meaning of this, and what are we going to do about it? Are we going to be able to feed all these people? And lest you think there aren't any consequences of this, of how many people are on the planet, just think what happened in 2020. COVID, and how many millions of people around the planet died from COVID. More than 1 million died in this country. I don't know what the exact number is right now, but it's more than 1 million died in this country alone from COVID. Why did this happen? Because people live so close together. If we were still in an agrarian society where people are farmers and farmed and we're spread out from each other, do you think there would have been a COVID pandemic like there was in 2020? Absolutely not. So this is a direct result from the human population increasing, and that will continue. We will see more of this, I will guarantee you. So that's your journal article for this week. It's very interesting, and that video is absolutely amazing. Some final thoughts for the term. If you would, please complete your course evaluations, because that helps me. That helps you give me an idea of how I can improve and maybe things that I did right in the course. Please fill out those course evaluations. They help me. They also help my team lead, who is directly over me, and my dean to figure out if I'm doing a good job or not. So that always helps. So I ask you to please take time to do the course evaluation for Biology 120 this term. And the last thing that I want to remind you about is that the last day to turn in any work in this course is Sunday, December 18th at 11:59 p.m. If you hit the midnight mark, you can't upload anything else. And you can't send it to me. It doesn't do any good. I can't upload anything either. All I can do is grade. So please, please, please get all of your work turned in by Sunday, December 18th, before midnight. All right, and that's a pileated woodpecker that I have that picture of right there. Oh, that was amazing. I made my sister stop her van. She was driving her van, and I yelled at her to stop, and I was taking pictures through the windshield, and then finally I could creep open the door a little bit and got some good pictures of that pileated woodpecker. They are amazing. So anyway, it's been my pleasure to be your instructor for this term. We've had a lot of really good assignments. You got good projects that you did. I enjoyed interacting with you. And if you need anything, if you're having any issues in this last week, please let me know as soon as possible. But if you need anything this week, get in touch with me. Email m.sigmon@snhu.edu, and I will respond to you, and we will try to solve whatever the problem is. Okay? With that being said, I hope that you have a wonderful week.